Hey YouTube, what's going on? My name is Austyn Hustles. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that's pretty personal to my life, which is being an introverted entrepreneur. So I self-diagnosed myself as an introvert, and that affects me being an entrepreneur a lot because I don't like going in public that much. I don't like talking to people that much. That's just who I am. But I've been able to make it work, and so I kind of want to tell you guys how I've been able to make that work and things that have made my life easier, things that have made my life better, books I've read, strategies I've used. I'm just going to let you guys know everything. So you can be an introvert all you want, but when you're an entrepreneur, you have to flip that switch and become a little bit of an extrovert. I mean, it's hard for me sometimes, but when I'm doing phone calls, when I'm going in person to talk to people, I hate it, but I have to do it. So I knew this. I knew that I had to talk to people if I wanted to be successful. So what I did is I kind of killed two birds with one stone. I got a job at a host at a restaurant. I'd have to greet people at the door, say hello, something I'm not really used to. I have to lead them to a table. I have to talk to them. I'd get tips. Small talk, I might get better tips. And then along with that, I get money, which is, another story. But I basically wanted to learn how to talk to people. I wanted to be more comfortable with talking to people face to face. So I was talking to like 100 people every single night, and it made me a lot comfortable with speaking. A tip for that also, when you talk to people, try smiling. It just makes everything better. You get more comfortable, they get more comfortable. It's just a good time. Side note, that tip also works too when you're taking phone calls. When you're on the phone talking to someone, put a smile on because your voice will sound better and you'll just feel a lot more confident. But yeah, towards the end of my life cycle of having a job, I started a vending machine business, and that actually required me to go into physical locations and talk to the owners, and I had a lot more confidence because I had been talking to 50 to 100 people every single night at the restaurant. So I had the confidence to go up to the owners and basically pitch them on my vending machine idea. Now, just because I had the confidence doesn't mean I was a good salesperson. I mean, I only had one person, one owner accept me into their building that I knew. The rest I already had previous relationships with, which honestly is another tip in itself. If you want to convert, have relationships, build relationships, it's a lot better than bursting in and trying to sell your product. But let me tell you, my soul was crushed when I started vending because, to be honest, I probably had 100+ rejections. Imagine going out on your own time when you could be playing video games, you could be hanging out with friends. No, you're driving around town, going to local businesses, talking to the owners, and getting a big fat no, getting back in your car, and driving to the next business on your list. I did that almost 100 times, and although I didn't get a lot of yeses, I did get that fucking taste of failure. I'm not scared about calling wholesale suppliers, talking to them on the phone, because I've already been denied 100+ times in person. Matter of fact, pretty soon here, I'm going to be calling up 500 wholesale suppliers and trying to get a business connection with them. You think I care if I get a no over the cell phone or over email? Even better? No, I don't, because I walked into literal stores in front of the literal owners and got a big fat no. My advice to you guys is to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Do something that you think is going to be hard and just face the consequences. If you succeed, great. You succeed and now you have, good connections. But if you fail like I did, especially with vending, I just got a lot of no's. But now I hang on to that feeling in the back of my head and I'm no longer scared about failure. Trust me, I'm introverted as fuck. But the fact that I got all those negative responses, I feel like I can take on anything. Let me leave you guys with this as well. A lot of people don't remember shit. If you were to ask me to describe the person who I walked up to when I was trying to get locations for my vending machine business, I couldn't describe one of them. You think those people that were working, when you go to ask them, or whoever you're trying to talk to, you think they remember your face? Chances are probably not. Don't worry about looking like a fool, because at the end of the day, people are not going to remember you. Like, whether you like that or not, they're not going to remember. So whatever it is you're trying to do, if you have to make a phone call, if you go into person to talk to someone about business, if you have to send an email, don't worry about looking stupid, because they won't remember. Over the course of my life, I have sent, no, I'm not going to say millions. I've sent probably 1,000 emails to businesses, people who I look up to, fucking celebrities, people like that who have probably read it, but not responded. If I were to see them in person or email it again, they probably would not remember who I am. So don't be afraid to fuck up. The only person that will remember is you, and as long as you recognize that it's not actually a screw up, it's just something to put in the back of your head to make you fearless next time you do that thing, you'll be okay. A book I want to recommend to you guys is by Dale Carnegie called How to Win Friends and Influence People. It talks a good bit about, understanding human nature and how to pretty much influence people. So if you're trying to make a sale or something, this book is good for you. Again, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. You can get it for free on Audible. You can honestly probably look it up on YouTube and find the full audiobook. But yeah, that's a good book to read if you're trying to be more extroverted. So you really just got to try more stuff to be less introverted. Here's an example. If you like to resell and you go to garage sales a lot, maybe try talking to the owner of the garage sale and be like, yo, do you guys have garage sales like every other week, or is it just a one-time thing? If you hit up 20 garage sales in a day, you'll start to actually converse with these people and learn a few things, and you might even grow some connections. If you like going to thrift stores but don't like to be bothered, but you want to make some more money, you can go ahead and talk to the person at the cash register, and you can ask them, how often do you guys restock in books? How often do you guys restock in clothing? Just ask them stuff like that. And if you're worried that talking to them and them not giving you the answer you expected is going to hurt your relationship, or going to that thrift store, or you think it's going to make it awkward next time, then go to a thrift store that's far away from your house that you don't usually go to. Ask them when they restock, and if they give you some good answers, maybe you can go there more often. You really just have to put yourself in more uncomfortable situations to make yourself less introverted. So if you think you're an introvert, first, what I recommend to do to you is, if you know that you want to become more extroverted, is try to get a job to where you're talking to a lot of people on a daily basis. First time you talk to people, it'll feel awkward, but again and again, after every day passes, you realize these people don't care. That will flow directly into whatever you're trying to do for business, and everything will work out. Also, put yourself in some uncomfortable situations. Make 100 phone calls, make 200 emails, text, DM some people you look up to. Try to get responses, and you know what? If you do get rejections, at least you know what failure tastes like, so that if you're actually doing an important phone call or an important email, you won't freak out. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about, being an introverted entrepreneur. If you want to be more extroverted, you just got to practice, put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and realize that nobody remembers anything. Thank you guys for sticking to the end of the video. Hopefully I helped you out a bit. If you do enjoy this type of content, please go ahead and subscribe right down here to let me know I got some of my older videos. Please go ahead and check them out. But anyways, my name is Austyn Hustles. Hopefully you guys have an amazing day. I'm out. Later.